The Rockets are currently second in defensive rating, and the Warriors are fourth. So I wanted to break down this game from a defensive standpoint and just talk about their scheme. So on the Rockets side, they do all switches except for Sengun. So you're gonna see Draymond's at the screen, Jabari's gonna switch onto Curry, and then Fred VanVleet's gonna stay on Draymond. So here's a switch, and then that's a mismatch at the top of your screen. But you can see Fred's in help already because Draymond's not an elite 3-point shooter, so they're just gonna live with a contest there. Here's the help, and then close out. They're fine with that shot. If that's what's gonna beat you, that's what's gonna beat you. So everyone switches except for Sengun. For Sengun, they're gonna trap on the screen. So here's Sengun as a screen defender. Curry comes over. Here's the trap. He's gonna show hard, and then Fred's gonna follow over. Everyone on the back line is rotating, so Jabari's gonna tag Draymond, and then Sengun's gonna go out to Gary Payton in the corner to close out, and they live with that shot, right? So here's the tag, and then here's Sengun closing out. If that's what's beating you again, the Rockets are fine with that. Here you're gonna see they're gonna switch Sengun onto Curry. So here Curry gets advantage. Sengun comes here, and here the Rockets are fine with this. They're just gonna have Dillon Brooks peel off to Gary Payton. Sengun's gonna be on Curry, but to press this advantage, Curry has to come out so that he can mismatch on. And then here the Rockets are exceptional at just transferring a player over. So Fred's gonna go back onto Curry, and then no advantage is created. This isn't like their original matchup, Sengun on Kuminga, but that's way better than Sengun on Curry. So again, that's something the Rockets are fine with. They're really good at switching back. Here's another example. So again, guard switch or non-Sengun switch. And then you're going to see Fred on Looney. And then he looks over at Dillon Brooks to come rotate. Right? Rotate back. So no advantage is created again. Or a less of a mismatch advantage is created with Brooks on Looney. So Rockets are very good at getting back to original or better matchups when they're put into mismatches. Here's a good example of all of it together. So guard switch here, right? So Fred's already not going to worry about going over this, and then trap, and then rotate, forcing a turnover. It's just really good defense. On the next one, you're going to see a double drag, which is just a double screen at the top of your screen. And it's just going to be really impressive how the Rockets handle this. So here, what the Warriors are going to do is they're going to set a screen on Brooks and a screen again for Curry to come off this double drag. But the Rockets are just going to switch all throughout. So Jabari's going to end up on Curry at the top of your screen, and then everyone's going to rotate, right? So just no advantage is created. Brooks gets a little lost here with the backdoor cut. But look, this is 8 seconds left on the shot clock now, right? You stop the advantage. If they want to mismatch hunt, they're going to have to do it with a low shot clock. And that's something you live with. Like, stop the first action, stop the second action, then have the opposing team pull the ball out to go hunt a mismatch. That's something you're totally fine with. So here you're going to see, again, this is a great play by the Warriors. Curry's coming off this baseline screen. This is a great screen. Right, Jalen Green is so lost now in this play because he got blown up by the screen. And this should result in an open three. Kuminga's going to set this down screen again. But because of the switch everything, Jabari just recovers. So off a great action and a great play, just contested shot. So that's the power of a switch everything defense. Right, and this is switch everything except for Sengun, but it's still very strong. You're going to see the same thing here with the Warriors. It's a switch everything. Draymond's the anchor. So here, switch again, right? So Gary Payton's on Jabari, and then Kuminga's on Sengun. 9 seconds left in the shot clock. You want to get Sengun a post touch because it's Kuminga. Totally fine. The Warriors like sending help from the slot cutter. So here it's Buddy Hield. Fred's cutting through the slot, and they're going to send help here. And then Draymond's in help as well, so just a contested shot. So Warriors are very similar to the Rockets in that way. Just switch everything. Here's a guard on ball, right? They're going to switch, pass Fred to Curry. And then everyone switches but Draymond. And that's because Draymond is a really good drop defender. So watch him recover here. And then the Warriors are fine with Draymond switching also because Draymond is such a versatile defender. But a lot of times they play him in drop just because they know he's an elite drop defender. Here, this is going to be a double drag too. So Fred's the first screen, and then Sengun's the second one. So the Warriors are just going to make this a one-screen play because they switch Gary Payton and Buddy Hield. Now there's a one-screen play, right? Draymond's in drop. Again, Warriors are comfortable with the switch if the defender can't get over, if Buddy Hield can't get over, which he can in this one. So Draymond just switches onto Jalen Green. And one difference between the Rockets and the Warriors is in the Rockets example, we talked about how the Rockets like to recover back to limit the mismatch. The Warriors are pretty okay with living with a mismatch. So here, you're going to see the switch with Trace, and Gary Payton ends up on Sengun. Ball gets reversed, and Warriors make no effort to recover on this. They're totally fine with this matchup. If you want to hunt this matchup, again, now it's 8 seconds left on the shot clock. They force them into a tough shot, but Warriors generally are more okay with you hunting the mismatch and not fixing the mismatch. And the last piece for the Warriors is they have matchups. So they know on a men to go under screens. If it's a player you're going to go under a screen with, there's no switch. So under screen, no switch, stay on your player, and then just contest. Right, so here you're going to see the same thing, except Kuminga goes over this. This is the one decision point for these players is it a ghost screen or is it a real screen? If it's a ghost screen, you're not going to switch. And obviously that is a point of failure. But both of these teams are elite at communicating, knowing when to switch. So this becomes a switch. This is a good example of what you want to do as a defense, right? If now you want to mismatch Hunt Curry, you got 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Pods is in help. Draymond's in help. This is already a win for the defense. Warriors won this possession. Like, this is a mismatch, sure, but you're forced into a tough shot. Even if you beat Curry off the dribble, there's no room for swing, and, like, have an open player off advantage creation. Because now there's only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Again, this scheme is not perfect because it requires everyone to be on the same page and lots of communication. Here, if you look at the screen set by Pods, both Amen and Jalen Green are going to come out to Lindy Waters, and Pods gets an easy layup. You're going to see the same thing in the next possession with the Rockets. And then Lindy Waters is the one that has a miscommunication. So at the top of your screen here, I don't know if this is supposed to be a guard-guard switch, but they stay. And then this is a mistake where they both go out. They both come out to Dylan Brooks, and then Amen's wide open. But again, these are two of the best teams at this scheme that limit their mistakes here. So it's not often you see that happen and get a wide open layup. But it's what makes these two teams really strong defensively, and they have the personnel to do it as well. As always, if you enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And as always, I hope you guys enjoy the content. See you.